What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished watching Liam Smith versus Hassan Mwakinyo, and this was a 12-rounder in the super welterweight division. And this fight was Saturday, September 3rd, from the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool, England. And this fight was broadcasted on Sky Sports. And in this fight, Liam Smith was able to get a fourth-round stoppage win over Hassan Mwakinyo. So leading up to the stoppage, I actually had this bout scored 29-28 in favor of Hassan Mwakinyo. I would imagine that it was either 29-28 Smith or 29-28 Mwakinyo leading up to the stoppage, but I mean, this fight ended so oddly. I honestly didn't even know what 100% happened, but just to break it down, the first round was a pretty clear round for Liam Smith. He came forward, primarily dictated the pace in that round and won it pretty clearly. Round number two could have went either way in my opinion, because Smith landed some nice shots coming forward, but Mwakinyo landed a nice right hand, which I thought edged the round for him, and he was able to land some nice uppercuts as well. But then in round number three, I thought it was a very, very good round for Mwakinyo. He landed a big uppercut and a hook on Liam Smith that sort of backed him up a bit, and then he was just landing the bigger and better shots that round up until the last 10 seconds, or 15 seconds around there, where Mwakinyo was backing up and slipped, and it looked like his ankle got hurt, and his corner was like massaging his ankle as the referee was tending to him, making sure he was okay. But his ankle seemed really hurt. The round ended, but then in round number four, Mwakinyo came out there again, and when he was backing up, for some reason, I don't know why he would do this, he took a knee. I didn't even know what was happening. He took a knee as he was like getting hit, and then it's just so odd the way he did it. As he was getting backed up and Liam Smith was throwing combinations, he took a knee and then continued getting hit when he was down. He started complaining, even though he's the one who took the knee, and he was saying it was his ankle when the referee was counting him, when he was literally getting hit. Then he got back up, continued to fight again, but then yet again the same exact thing happened. He took a knee again in the corner and started getting hit when he was down, because obviously Liam Smith is going in there knowing his opponent's hurt, and he just takes a knee out of nowhere when he's obviously not hurt from his punches. He just takes a knee, and the referee calls it a knockdown, obviously, as he should, and Mwakinyo is just not having it. He's just complaining to the ref, hey, it's not a knockdown, not a knockdown. But then, the referee didn't even count him. The referee just stopped it immediately when he took that second knee. Because, he looked like he didn't want to be there. I know his ankle might have been hurt, but you just don't take knees like that. You either don't continue, or you just keep moving on. You don't just continuously take knees in the middle of the ring, because that's how you're going to get stopped. The referee waved it off. Liam Smith didn't look happy after the fight. I saw him telling the fans what happened in the crowd, because they obviously weren't that happy. Just seeing Mwakinyo just sitting down like that. Mwakinyo was also complaining, even though it's obviously his fault for what happened. So, comment down below your thoughts on this fight. And this goes into the question, what is next for Liam Smith? He did what he had to do. It ended the way that I thought it would. A nice stoppage win for him. So, I thought it would have happened a bit later. But the fight was shaping up to be pretty competitive. But, Mwakinyo I don't even know what to say. But this goes into the question, like I said, what is next for Liam Smith? I think in his next fight, he could take on some very solid British and European level fighters. He might be able to take on Magomed Kurbanov in a rematch, maybe. That'd be a very solid fight. In Russia again. Hopefully, if he does do that rematch, they don't rob him again. Maybe he might do a fight versus Troy Williamson. A nice, very good UK fight between two fighters from England. Maybe he could take on James Metcalf, who's coming off a very solid win over Kerman Lahadaga. And maybe he could take on the winner, even though he already beat Sam Eggington, maybe he could take on the winner of Eggington versus Hogan, which is for the IBO super welterweight title. So those are some very solid names that Liam Smith could face, who are around the top 20 to top 15 in the super welterweight division, or he could take on someone around that level in the super welterweight division. But as for Hassan Mwakinyo, losing here for the third time in his career, his second ever stoppage loss on paper. So, he did not go out the way he thought he would. He thought he was going to come out with the win. But here, it was just not a good performance by Mwakinyo, although he was actually fighting very well, in my opinion. Just the fact that he was just taking knees in the middle of the ring and complaining. I know he might have been hurt with his ankle, but I mean, just don't do that. So yeah, I mean, it was just not a good performance in the end for him. That fourth round completely tainted all his work in rounds 2 and 3. So yeah, I think in his next fight, he might go back to Tanzania, take on some lower level opponents, might get called up to be a solid opponent to someone else in America, in the UK, like who fights for a big promotion, like something like that. Like I think he's just a solid top 20 level fighter, and he'll continuously be fighting guys in the next few years. Might get some wins, might get some losses, just stuff like that. So overall, Liam Smith defeats Hassan Mwakinyo by stoppage in the fourth round after Mwakinyo hurt his ankle, took numerous knees, and the referee waved the bout off. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.